This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the day. So, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at gold and silver. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude oil and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation by Science. Not commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have gold daily chart, silver daily chart here. So let's take a look here at the old gold. Now you can see here we had a pretty nice good run all the way up here to that 28.1, and then we pretty much have like a sideways action going on here. So let's look at the downside first. You can see where it came all the way and down here. Got as low today as 26.24, but it's right back here above this 100-day 26.42. That's going to be very, very key. Now again, if that's lost here, then we look to today's low here. Okay, you're looking at that 26.24, and then we'll come over to the bottom of this candle here, looking at 26.14. And then right there, you're looking at 26.08. And then we have the big boy here at 25.96. That is going to be a retest. Okay, now again, if that's lost here, we'll come right to the bottom here of this candle. You're looking at 25.68, and then we'll come right here. You're looking at 25.58, and then right here is a big retest at 25.41. But right now here, we just have this sideways action here for multi-days. Now, upside here, well, you can see where it popped up over the 21-day, but right now you're trading between the 8-day and 100-day and that 21-day. So upside here, this is what you want to watch. You want to watch right there is that 26.57. If we can get above that, then we can actually look through to today's high. You're looking at 26.63, but 26.71, that 50-day, that's going to be very, very crucial. Again, if we can get above that, we'll come over to the top of this candle, 26.81, and then we just look right to the left of the chart here. Okay, we're looking at the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 26.96. We'll come up here, 27.16, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle, 27.21, and then we have your big retest up there at 27.61 here. But right now here, you're trading here. You got the 8 and the 20 and 100-day on the bottom, and we have that 21-day and we have that 50-day on the top. So basically, you just got to trade your range. Now, an easy way to trade this, as I do, is with the SLV. Very easy in, be easy out. I mean, that's for silver, and GLD there for the gold. Okay. Now, RSI here, well, we got 48 sitting right in the center here. This here isn't really telling us much here. This is just like a flat line, pretty much what the old commodity is doing. Now, you can see here, silver, pretty much the same thing. It popped right on up here, but you notice it's holding this 200-day, which is very, very nicely. It came all the way down here, and we made a low there of that 29.14, but it popped right above this 21-day, so that's going to be very, very critical. Today, yeah, it went down a little bit lower than that, but really nothing major, okay? So really, just what you want to watch is that 29.93. That's going to be key. If that's lost here, you can come all the way down to that 29.14 level. Upside, well, right there, you want to watch that 21-day. You can see where it popped up, but you can't hold it, and that's the key, okay? 30.72, that's going to be on the upside, and the next level looking at here is 31.05, and then we have your 50-day sitting there at 33 level here. So, obviously, if you can get above that, then you got 33. That's your big target here, and then you can work yourself all the way up. But right now here, we just have sideways action, pretty much like you have in gold. So right now, we're just flat line. So just, if you're going to trade this here, I'd be just a little bit cautious here. It's the same thing like with a lot of these commodities here. You got to be just a little cautious, just like with crude oil. It popped right up, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. And then she's coming right on down here. So just be a little bit cautious here if you're trading this, unless we get above this 50-day here on the gold. You get above that there, and you close above it, then we can start working yourself all the way up to that 27.61. It's the same here, but you have to get above this 21-day here. You have to get above the 100-day, and then if you can get above that 50-day, yeah, then you can take yourself a nice long trade, and 33 is going to be your target. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is having a really good day here. Same way with my IBIT. I'm up there almost 4% there just today on that IBIT, which is working out very, very nicely. Now, if you've been watching my videos here, as I always point out this 8 SMA here. Now, the 8 SMA crossed down, and then see what happens is then your price is fighting it. Now, once that price gets above that 8-day, then it's just clear span. Then you can have a nice good run. But when it's below it, then this is what you're going to get. Now, we had that low right here. Look at that price channel. You're looking at 91,735. But now you can see here, we've put all these green candles here. We have a nice series of higher highs and higher lows. Now, this is all be run up here on, your T-Man is going to be coming in there on the 20th. That's just right around the corner here. Today's the 6th. So you're looking at 14 more days and he'll be in here. He's got a big, he's already pointed the Bitcoin czar. So I think this is going to be really in play. And I think once we break out that 108,960, I think you can run very much higher, probably 110, 115, 120. You can run all the way up to $1.50 on this here very easy once it starts breaking out, because it does like a parabolic run. Okay, let's look at the downside here first. So obviously you want to look at Friday's high, looking at 99,920. This is going to be very, very key level here. This 21-day at 99,066. And then we have your 8-day rate below that bad boy at 97,134. Now we're sitting here at 102,990. Okay, so what you have to do is we always look to this candle here. You're looking at 103,190. Okay, so this is your resistant level. Today it got as high as 103.5 or 565. Sorry about that. So this is what you're looking for here on the close. Just because it went higher than that, this is your resistance level right here, because you can just look to the left of the chart how many times it's hit that, okay? So now, if we can just keep right on running on this bad boy, okay, all the way up here to this 103, 190, then what we can do is we can start attacking these prices up here if this keeps on running. 105, 325, we look to the bottom of this candle here, 106. And then we come up here, you're looking at 106,960, and then we come all the way up here at 108,475. And then we have this 108,960 level here. So the key is going to be, if it keeps right on running right on up here nicely, then what is going to be a reaction when it hits that 109,960? Is it going to break through, or is it going to come on down? Now, me, I'm long the IBIT. So for me, I'm just, talking my game here and playing my game here, because I'm long here for the simple reasons we're above the 8-day and we're above the 21-day here. Okay, so I added to the position today on strength here, because we are above this 21-day, and it looks like we're going to be staying above that 21-day. That's going to be very key. Now, again, just like we had here, it pulls back during the day and it comes back up. So as long as that 21-day is holding on a closing basis, this is a long trade. There's no question about it, okay? Now, on the downside, always watch that 21-day. I say that's going to be key. And then we have the 8-day. But right now here, this is looking very, very nicely here. But your first support level is going to be right there at 100,325. Always look to the left of the chart, and that's where you're going to be support level. But right now, this looks very, very nicely here to take it higher, okay? Now, you look at your RSI, you got plenty of around 60. You can move right out here. That was 70 plus. And now look at your green is trying to curl over here. You get across that red, then it shows momentum there to the upside, just like what we have, okay? So this is a little bit slower of an indicator, but right now this is running up very nice with a nice series of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, and there's you have natural gas side by side. Crude oil here looking very, very nicely here. Okay, see, we had this big run up here, okay? So I always say look to the left of the chart here. So what we had there today, it got as high as 74.99, okay? So all you do is you got to look right to the left of the chart here, and what do we have? You got 75.08, okay? So you came in within 9 cents. 9 cents of that resistance level. Now, if it had kept on moving here, there's your target at 75.52. So when those futures open tonight, you want to watch today's candle, okay? That high 74.99 and that low at 73.20. That's going to be very, very critical. Now, you can see here, this is a topping tail kind of a situation, okay? So when you see these topping tails, you want to wait and see. I took my trade off today on the UCO. I was out there at 29 flat. It got as high as 29.42. I put a stop in there, and I'm out of that trade here for right now. So I'm going to see how this all shakes out here in after hours. But again, I could very well buy it right back up again. I got to see how this is going to shake out. But I'm watching that 74.99 on the top and that 73.20 on the bottom. Okay, so obviously this is lost here. What you really want to do is watch today's low then, okay? So you're looking at that 73.20, and then you want to come right over here to the left of the chart here. See that 72.88? That's going to be key. Then we'll come back to this candle right here. You're looking at 72.70 level, and then we can come right over here again, which you're looking at 72.25. And then this is going to be your key, is going to be that 8-day at 71.73 if it keeps right on falling. And then we have to see what happens when it gets there. Does it just crack all the way through, or does it just hold and go right on up if it even gets there, okay? So watch this candle here today. That's going to be very crucial. 74.99 on top, 73.20. That's what you're trading against, okay? But right now I'm out of the trade. I'll have no long, no short on there. I made a really nice, good profit on there. It didn't make it to the 75.52, but you came in pretty damn close there, okay? Okay, natty gas. Now, natural gas here, I took a long here in the UNG. This is a very, very good trade right here. I got to stop there right now at 17.16. I'll be out by the end of the day. That's what it is right now, 17.60. I got to stop at 17 flat, okay? So right now here, what you have to look at the downside here first is you're looking at 3.66. That's your 8-day, okay? That's going to be very key. Now, you can see where the price is above that, and that's very nice. But again, if that is lost, it will come right to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 3.57, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 3.54, and then we'll look here, okay, at today's low at 3.50 flat, and then here's the big boy right there at that 3.47. So as long as you're holding that 21-day here, you're looking very, very good. Now, it came all the way down here, you notice that, all the way just about to the 21-day, but it didn't do it. So that was the time to tell you that you got to get yourself long and take the long trade here. And it was holding right up here at that 8-day. Didn't really know what to do, but I just held it here and held it. And then what I did is then I figured I'll be out here at the end of the day on the trade. We'll see how it happens. Now, upside, you want to watch today's high. That's at 3.72. And then again, if it keep rallying, then we'll look right to the top here, looking at 3.80. And then we come up here, looking at 3.82. And then we come up here, 3.94. And then this is what you're looking for, is that 401. Okay. This is very, very key because that was that double top situation. So if it does get in that area, we got to see what happens. Does it blast up through and aim for that 420, or does she come right back down again? So let's just see. So when those futures open tonight, this is what you're trading against, that 3.72 high and that 3.50 on the downside, okay? So you're trading against today's candle here. So basically just really watch that 347 on the bottom. Watch this here, this 8-day, to see if that can hold for tomorrow. Again, now again, we have to see if it can hold it, and maybe it can rally right back up here, because you are holding this 21-day very, very nicely, just like we had in the past. Now, this was here Friday candle. It closed below. That's why I take the trade right off, because you don't really know what's going to happen with it. It could have came all the way and down, but it didn't. It rallied up here, and then she just blew up very, very nicely here, okay? So right now, just watch that 8-day, very, very key on a closing basis, and that 21-day on a closing basis. And today's high, if you can crack above that, okay, that 3.72, then we got a good shot at taking all the way up here to this 401 retest. Okay, 55, plenty of room to run. You got sideways action here. Even though your green is below your red, that has sideways action. That can curl up just like what it had here, and we can shoot this thing higher. I just say, again, just watch today's high and low on the crude ski, okay, because you got a topping tail here, so you got to be very, very careful when you see a red topping tail candle. That's usually never good. Like a buying opportunity, okay, that might be a nice shorting opportunity. So when you look at a seasonality chart, it looks like maybe crude oil has run its course, okay? So it didn't quite get up to that 50-day, but just like it did here, see how many times that it gets up to those key resistance levels, and then she pulls right on back. But when you see those topping tails like you have here, see what happens. It comes right on down. Same way like the topping tail here, yes, it comes all the way on down. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. Now, remember, NVIDIA's got, Jensen's going to be speaking there today. The stock is rallying up over 4%. So we got to see how that's all going to shake out here. It might be just rallying up on the news. So just be a little careful with that, with the NVIDIA, because sometimes it's buy the rumor, sell the news kind of situation. But remember, the retest on that is 152.89. That was the inner hours, not the pre-market or aftermarket, but 152.89 is what your target is. So just figure 153, that's a target there. And now if you can break through on NVIDIA of 153, then your next target is going to be 157 and then 160. Okay, that's what I got for you. Trade in front. What's in front of you, now what you want.